Well, good morning. It's Leza live on the radio, on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA, video streaming worldwide live online at kyca.info and the KYCA Facebook page. Good morning, gentlemen.
Would you be on something other than the radio, though? I mean, I guess streaming.
Yeah, I mean...
Live on the radio. I mean, live on the internets.
Right. You want to change the song is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. How you doing there, Maddie? You doing good?
I'm trying to stay awake.
Yeah. I have a big long weekend.
Busy weekend.
Did you take the day off yesterday?
No.
No. Did you take any days off this weekend?
No.
No.
No. That's not allowed in my
That's
profession.
not allowed
No,
in real estate.
no, ma'am.
No.
I'm exhausted. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
You had the day off from this big job yesterday, though, so you
That is
had to
true.
get a little bit of relaxation in.
I got that extra hour of sleep.
There you go. There you go. Drew, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. That was a great show that Charlie Arnold had right before
Yeah.
this show. And, I thought he had a lot of really smart things to say, as he always does.
And positive,
Yep.
uplifting.
Yes.
He's just a good guy.
He is a good guy. I enjoy listening to him on the radio.
And he's got some smarts, and he knows
Yeah.
the political scene around here. So
Yes. Well, and, he's not wrong about coming together and working this out.
yeah, we need the rodeo
Yeah.
upgraded. It's
Yeah.
it's time.
It
It's just
is.
time.
Absolutely. Well, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about. I mean, so much has happened since we've seen each other.
What happened?
Well, I mean, there's been all sorts of...
We got a new president.
We have a new president, lots of NFL playoff games. We have a new national champion. Lots of football this weekend. And, a huge inauguration yesterday on MLK Day. I mean, wow. It was a lot. Yeah.
So there was a lot of football and a new president. That doesn't
Yeah.
sound like a lot.
That's a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And a new national champ. Yeah. Ohio State won the game last night. Did you not watch the game last night?
No.
Did you watch the game last night?
Yes.
Yes. I was a little bit of a sleeper there for a while.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it looked like Notre Dame was going to come back and at least, level it up. But, yeah, Ohio State, it was all them the whole game.
Yeah, they kind of dominated.
Absolutely, they dominated. Yeah, it's their first college football national championship in 10 years. And, the final score was 34-23. So, it was a good game.
Yeah, the second half of the game was much better.
Yes.
The first one that kind of nodded off a little
Exactly.
bit there, and ended up doing a few things, but
Exactly.
for the most part, it was
Yeah,
it was the second half that was good.
I agree.
No ASU, I'm not watching.
There you go.
Period.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Yeah, the whole game, I'm like, gosh, these guys are ranked 7 and 8. We were ranked 4. We should be here, but it is what it is, right?
Well, 10 years ago, was Ohio State, they won theirs here, didn't they? Was that here?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
That is-
Drew knows all.
No, I'm not a college guy.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
mean,
So
I
I
watch
just-
football, but just only the big games.
Right.
I remember Ohio State winning something here, but it's been a long time.
It's
Anyways,
been
it
a
doesn't
long time.
matter.
Yeah, it could have been the Fiesta Bowl. Could have been a lot of things.
It was not ASU.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
that matters.
That's all that matters. All right. Well, did you catch any of the inauguration yesterday?
That was yesterday, too?
That was... Oh, Matt. Poor Matt.
Yeah, I watched it.
You did?
Yeah.
The whole thing? All day long?
No, I only watched for, I don't know, an
Yeah.
hour, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I need to get to work.
You need to get to work. You got to get busy. Well, some takeaways. I mean, of course, cable news covered it, from the first second to the very last second. But did you guys notice that Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible when he was sworn in? And did you know that it is not required that they do? Did you either of you catch that, or did you hear anything about that?
You
No.
stumped Drugel.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Well, if you watched it, I mean, they got right to it. He had his hand down, and Melania kept giving him like the nudge, like the Bible's right here. It's right here. She held two in front of him, and he didn't put his hand on. I mean, whether he forgot to or meant not to, but a lot of chit chat about it. And presidents are not required to put their hand on the Bible. So I just want to clear that up in case you were worried.
I'll be able to sleep better tonight.
I didn't know that because I thought it was required
Yeah.
because that's why they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently not.
What if they wanted to use like a different book than the Bible?
I guess you can use any book you want.
I
You can
would.
put your hand on Harry Potter.
I personally would have the original script to Star Wars.
That I bet you would. The original script. Yeah, if you can get your hands on that one.
No, that's locked away. That's worth a lot of money.
Matt, you need to keep that stuff to yourself. We're trying to get you a date later on.
Oh,
you know,
that's
not gonna
right.
help.
That's right. Yeah, if you guys missed the big show on Friday, we got Matt hooked up with a date this Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, and Josephina sent me a picture of
Did she?
Of himself.
Oh, what?
You don't know? You didn't know who this was?
No.
Oh, I guess we're going to have to out it then.
Oh, what happened?
It was my buddy Jason that
It
called
was
in.
not.
It was.
I thought it was a sweet little old lady.
No, it was Jason.
I was all excited for you. So the date's off on Thursday night?
Oh, no, he still wants to go.
He still wants to go. Yeah, I don't think so.
I told him he has to dress and drag.
Well.
But hold on.
That's
This
funny.
is the picture. So he went
Okay.
to Sedona on a Jeep run.
Yeah.
I had to work, but this is the picture he sent me.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Very seductive.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Well.
glad I missed it.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry.
You should be.
I'll show you the picture later, Drew.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. That I thought it was. I thought it was Joseph.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it was my buddy Jason that called in.
Jason.
We figured it out.
Well, that's why you guys were laughing so hard, huh? You and
I
Barry
knew-
were laughing, and I thought you were just being rude.
No, I did not. I didn't know who it was, but I knew it was a guy.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah, you could totally tell. That's why Barry and I were losing it.
Call me naive, I guess. I don't know.
It made it so much better.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, so Thursday night we don't have a date going to Torme to meet Josephina. Josephina or Josephine?
I don't remember.
I don't
It
remember.
was
either.
Josephine.
Josephine? Okay,
Yeah.
well, I mean, he'll show up, but again, like I said, he needs to show up and drag if he wants a free dinner.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's up to you.
I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to
That's going
have.
to ruin the meal.
I don't want to have anything to do with all that.
yeah, you want to
so-
keep the food down.
Yeah, exactly. So, any other takeaways from the weekend that you want to share? Either of you?
I thought the football games were good.
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot, but
Yeah.
the Eagles really, their defense
Wow.
looked awesome. And
Yep.
what can you say? Saquon Barkley. That's all you need
Yes.
to know.
Oh, I tell you what, he was on fire, en fuego. Yeah, and the Chiefs pulled it off. Now they're going to face the Bills again, right? And that's
Yeah.
going to be a tough game because Chiefs lost to the Bills this past season.
It's playoff
So-
football.
I know. I can't wait.
It's in Kansas City.
I can't wait. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's going to be in, so, that's going to be a great game. And, the Commanders and the Eagles. That's going to be another game.
Yeah, who's going to win that game? I don't have a dog in that fight. Maybe the Commanders. I'm going to go with the Commanders because their quarterback used to play for ASU. There you go. There's your connection.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, defense wins championships. They got the best defense in the league.
The
so-
Commanders do?
No.
Oh,
the Eagles.
The Eagles. Okay.
And they got Saquon, so they got killer offense.
Okay.
Good.
So you're
strong
going with the
defense.
Eagles.
They look pretty good.
All right. Well, we'll have to just wait and see. Sunday. It all goes down Sunday. Don't make any tea times on Sunday.
It all comes down to whoever makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Penalties and turnovers will determine it.
Okay.
I know Johnny Rust used to be a big fan of the Eagles. I'm not sure if
he
he
is.
still is.
Is he still? Yeah.
Oh, he's been wearing his Eagles cap since they won.
I just wanted to make sure,
Right.
Because, he has issues with baseball and other things.
Right.
And I
You
just
want to
don't
make
know.
sure he's still cheering for the NFL.
Right. I don't want to speak out of turn. but
Just the Eagles.
That was smart. That was smart of you.
I know better.
Yeah,
I've
you
had
know.
a talking to.
Yes,
I know better.
Yes, and that's a great segue into, we lost Cal Cordes this past weekend, and just an icon in our community, and everybody was sad to hear of his passing. 98 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a friend. He was a good
Yes.
friend. So I didn't make it to his birthday this year. I made it last year, but not this year. And
Yeah.
he was in his facility this year. It would have been really, really tough. They were bringing people in one at a time to say
Yeah.
happy birthday and kind of walk out. So
Right.
but yeah, I miss Cal.
Yeah.
That was a gut punch on Sunday for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Big gut punch.
For our whole community.
Yeah.
He definitely was an icon.
The stories he told me, oh,
Yeah.
Incredible.
Anything you can share?
it was mostly about
stood out?
sports and
Yeah.
basketball.
The
and
things
he did,
seen.
and teaching driver's ed. and-
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, the things he has seen.
Right.
I mean, you can't even imagine.
No. Well, rest in peace. Job well done, Cal Cordes. What else? Anything else happened this weekend?
I had multiple open houses.
Oh, you did?
And
Did you sell a house? Did you write any
No,
contracts?
I didn't. I wish. I wish. God, that would
Yeah,
be great.
yeah.
But no, they were quite good
Yeah?
for how cold and miserable it was.
Yeah, that's a great segue into the weather.
So-
Look at you. I mean, we are like a well-oiled machine this morning.
Absolutely.
Great segue into the weather.
But
Yeah, it is cold out there. I drove up from the valley this morning, and my feet progressively got colder as I went higher in elevation. Chilly morning.
that's called poor circulation.
Oh, is that what that is? That's called wearing flip-flops in January.
That
No,
too.
it's called being just cold.
Yeah, it is.
But, well, for today, our high will be lucky if we hit 50.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But when I got in this morning,
Yeah.
I was like, 16 degrees, that's not bad. Well, we just got up to 20. We went all the way down to 12 degrees here.
Wow.
So, yeah, our low tomorrow, or our low for tonight's going to be 15. But the main thing is we're going to have some winds out of the northeast, and they're going to be gusting up to 30 to 35 miles an hour. So,
yikes.
again, really no moisture. The dew point is in the minuses.
Uh-huh.
But there is good news.
Yes.
Thursday, Friday, we should have a storm coming in. That'll have some moisture.
Okay.
So let's
So
just
everybody
keep our
wash
fingers-
your cars. Wash your cars.
Wash the cars. But again, we're going to be in the 50s pretty much the
Yeah.
rest of the week until the storm comes, and then we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, this is interesting. This came across my desk this morning. 6 things you shouldn't leave in your car when it's below freezing.
Myself is number one.
Well, yeah, number 6, which is interesting. There's 6 things on this list. Number 1 is aerosol cans. Number 6 is loved ones. So what's the priority here? Is number 1 or number 6? I think number 1 should be the priority, but yeah, loved ones, number 6.
I mean, clearly I would have wrote this because loved ones is down towards the bottom and I don't have one. So,
You have loved ones, just not a loved one.
yeah. I
But
got
we're
my
working
mom.
on it. We're working on it. Ladies, if you're eligible, give us a
Josephine.
call.
Josephine, call in again. I miss you.
1016. Okay, number 5 on the list, medications. Number 4, electronics. They say things like your phones, computers, tablets don't work if they get too cold. They can even get damaged permanently. So it says don't leave your eggs in the car below freezing. It says if they freeze and the shells crack, they're not safe to eat. I mean, that makes sense. Duh.
Well,
Canned food, they say, canned food, they can expand and cause tiny cracks where bacteria gets in, and they say if your canned foods freeze, toss them. And the number 1 thing, like I said, aerosol cans. Kind of interesting. Across my desk this morning, news you can use right here
Yeah,
on Leza
very
Live.
important,
Very
very
important.
important.
Just one more thing I want to mention before we move on, because we've got rock stars in the building this morning.
We certainly do.
Today's National Hug Day. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in.
do I have to get up?
I'll get you later.
Okay.
I'll get you later.
Promise?
Science has proven hugs can reduce stress and blood pressure, ease anxiety, and even help release natural hormones that can ease pain. All good stuff. There's no cons to hugging.
I'm going to need a hug 24/7 then.
Okay. All right. We'll give you a hug 24/7.
Perfect.
Yes. Everybody, if you see Matt today, just run up and give him a big old bear hug. Today's the anniversary of the discovery of the first COVID case in America back in 2020. Today was the day. Can you remember all that chaos? 35-year-old Washington State man just returned from Wuhan, China, and got sick a few days later. First death from COVID was reported about a month later, also in Washington State. And then everything broke loose, remember?
Yes.
Crazy times. Let's just forget about it. Yeah.
That's rearview mirror.
Yeah.
We're done.
Absolutely. It's also International Sweatpants Day.
Now, I can get behind that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wore mine yesterday.
You wore them yesterday. Well, you can go home and change into them when you get home. How's that?
There you go.
That's something to look forward to. Definitely. And that's about it. That's about all I have.
That's it?
Well, I have a ton, but we got to move on.
Oh.
We've got rock stars here, and, they don't like to get up early.
They're important, and I know you want to be entertained.
Always.
Always.
Always. So coming up, we're going to be chatting with Caleb Williams, Dan Henry, and Dave Frederick from the band All She Wrote. Once again, they brought their instruments. They're going to play a little ditty or two for us. and take requests. Because that's what we do anymore.
I hope it's more than 2. I mean, we got a lot of time to go.
Well, maybe 4 or 5.
There you go.
Okay, fantastic. All She Wrote coming up here on Leza Live. All right, you guys, it's time to clean out those jewelry boxes, gather up the jewelry you don't wear anymore, take it on into the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Road, downtown Prescott, and have them tell you what you could turn it into. Something brand new that you love to wear again. That jewelry is just sitting there. It's just getting dusty and tarnishy and old. I mean, how much fun to turn something old into something new, repurpose it, if you will. And the Artful Eye Jewelers are experts at this. Stop on in. Ideas and estimates are always free, or you can just make an appointment with Kara and the team, and you'll love the results. Trust me on this one. That's the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Road, downtown Prescott. The news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. We've got 2 of the 3 from the band All She Wrote this morning. We have Caleb Williams and Dan Henry. And good morning, gentlemen.
Thank you. Good morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming in. Dan's putting his equipment together, his instruments together, not his equipment. I guess it's the same, right?
Yeah, equipment.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so thanks for coming in this morning. I know we've had you in before, and just want another update. And I know that things are changing for the band and for you.
A big sudden change.
Yeah. What's the story?
Well, my wife, she's an amazing entrepreneur, and she got a really, really great offer, but it's out of state.
Okay, so you guys are packing up the fam.
I'm packing. That's
and moving.
my job.
Yeah. And where are you moving to?
California for a year. It's a kind of a year rental, year contract thing.
Yeah.
So between LA and San Diego, inland, a town called Fallbrook.
All right.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's still a small town, which I like.
Yeah.
It's not in the city.
Right.
But
Well, what's that going to do to the band? I mean, you going to keep the band together, or what are we going to do? Everybody wants to know, especially Drew.
Well, we're always going to be friends, and we're always going to jam.
Yeah.
I just basically I'm going to be gone for a year.
Right.
They're going to do other great things with other musicians.
Sure.
And we'll just see where we're at in a year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is also like a way for my family to save money and hopefully buy a piece of land in our house. And so
perfect.
It's something we got to jump on. And
awesome. Well, congratulations on the opportunity.
I'm really sad to go.
Yeah.
But excited for the fam.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. How you feeling, Dan?
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that I'd like hit the jackpot when I found
Right.
Caleb and Dave, and it was like it was pre-built, and he showed me how to do this all. It was there.
Right.
So
Right.
I guess now the universe is handing me a little thing like, okay, you've seen how it's done. Like, now take a few steps back and do it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, Dave and I'll, we'll still be making some good music.
Right. Well, I do sing on the side, so
Yeah?
if you guys need a lead singer, I could just step right in for Caleb. And these guys are shaking their heads, going, "No."
Just go to our archives from Christmas, then make your decision.
Right.
There's a reason I talk for a living and not sing. Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, it's a new opportunity for you as well, and so
absolutely.
yeah.
Dan is a good songwriter.
Yeah.
So I told him, man, just do your stuff.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Perfect.
I think that's what really sets him apart and sets us apart. Is
Yeah.
that we can write songs as well as play other people's stuff.
Yeah. Very cool. Very
Hopefully.
cool. And people are going to get to catch you one last time before you leave.
Yeah. Sunday is our last gig.
Saturday is, and where's
It's Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Okay. And we're
at Lizards.
at Lizards Lounge.
Prescott on Cortez.
Okay. And what time does the show start?
3 to 5.
Oh, how fun.
It's all original music.
Yeah.
All she wrote songs from 3 to 5. So it's gonna be fun.
Very fun.
That's kind of what they do there, which I really like. They don't allow anyone to play covers.
Yeah.
The owner will actually start yelling at
Is
you.
that right?
Yeah.
They want original music at Lizards.
Yeah.
That's great. Fantastic. And I love a Sunday afternoon gig. That's really fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you
Well,
want to get up and sing one.
yeah, don't offer if you don't mean it. That's super fun. Super fun. Well, let's talk a little bit about the band. I know that we've had you on before. If somebody missed that show, I can't imagine. But tell everybody how you guys came together and what you've been doing the past couple years.
Well, I moved here from Texas. I lived in Austin before.
Mm-hmm.
Before I moved here, and was in a band. I lived there for 20 years.
Wow.
Playing music.
Yeah.
Wanted to get out of the city. I'm originally from a little town, a small town, and my original plan was maybe I'll move to a small town
Yeah.
in Texas, get out of the city.
Sure.
But eventually, it only took me 40 years to realize, hey, I might be happier somewhere else where it's not so hot in the summertime.
Right.
And my allergies aren't so bad and blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But I ended up here.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was
Prescott.
going to have a band or not, but I was really happily surprised to see a pretty good music scene here.
Right. Right.
So I put out some ads and found these guys.
Yeah.
And that was it. We just jammed in the garage for a few months, and I said, I think we can
Yeah.
do something with this. If we can
Right.
just get a break,
Yeah.
if somebody will just let us play on their stage,
Yeah.
this might work.
Yeah. And what was that break?
Whiskey River was the first place.
Uh-huh.
Like I spent a couple months just sending out emails, Facebook Messenger messages, and
Yeah.
most people never responded.
Right.
But eventually I just sent this weird meme through Facebook that made Lori laugh.
Yeah.
She just LOL'd, and that's how
Lori
it all
Fisher,
started.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, hey, maybe since I have your ear, maybe you'll let
right.
us play.
Right.
And
She
she's
said,
like-
absolutely.
Yeah, it was more like, fine.
Oh, okay.
But she was there at our first gig, and she's like, oh, I really like you guys. Let's
Yeah.
book you some more. And then basically all I did was I asked my wife, please film us while we're playing this gig.
Right.
And I just started hustling. And once people kind of hear you or see a video
Right.
of you, you get more chances.
Very good. Very nice. What do you love about performing together?
These guys just kind of let me do my thing.
Yeah.
I'll just go off on a tangent, and they just kind of go along for the ride.
Yeah.
It's good to have people who can just flow
Sure.
with you.
I assume so. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, it's I really love being that I've never been in a band until now.
Yeah.
That feeling of just being able to like know what each other are doing musically, you
Right.
know. There's little sentences that I can tell Caleb like actually plays like just little like clues
Right.
that I recognize of like where he's going. We're either ramping it up or bringing it down, and it's kind of cool. And I sit there and think like, wow, we're actually like speaking a language
Yeah.
to each other unknowingly, and it's something I've, like I said, never really gotten to experience before now. So it's very cool. I
Yeah,
like it a lot.
I
yeah.
bet. Do you find that you have that kind of vibe with everybody, or you have to find people that mesh together, that fit together?
Yeah, I mean, you got to find the right person. You can like jam with anybody, but to
Yeah.
have bandmates, I always look for someone with the right attitude
Right.
first.
Sure.
That's
sure.
like above skill level, as far as importance to me.
Yeah.
Someone I can get along with, someone who's not always drunk or talking about politics or
Right.
whatever.
Sure.
Someone who shows up on time,
Yeah.
who can rehearse once a month,
Yeah.
that's more important to me.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about the name of the band, All She Wrote. How did you come up with that?
I had a job. I was a karaoke jockey in San Marcos, Texas, and I used to work late nights, drive home, and I was always listening to this mixtape, and there was a Bruce Springsteen song on there and a Hank Williams song on there that both mention that phrase,
Oh,
All She
sure.
Wrote.
Sure.
And after listening to it, after months and months, I was like, oh, that is a slick name. I'm going to keep
Right.
that. I'm going to take that.
Awesome. I love it. There's been several times during this interview I wanted to say, and that's all she wrote, but I refrained. I refrained from being so cliche.
It's becoming a thing when people see our January shows.
Yeah.
Or even if I mention this next show, people like to say, because it is our last
Yeah,
show.
and that's
People are
all she
saying,
wrote.
oh, well, then that's all she wrote.
That's right. That's
Yep.
right. Ba-dum-bum.
Well played, sir.
I love it. All right. Well, you know what? Let's tune up those instruments and let's sing a song when we come back. What
Sounds
can
good.
What can people expect on the other side?
We're just going to play some of our original tunes, some stuff
Perfect.
off the album.
Perfect. We'll love it. We're going to hear All She Wrote coming up after this quick break here on Leza Live. Right now, when your heating or air conditioning goes out, it can feel like an emergency. You know what I'm talking about. And that's where AC Medic Heating and Air comes in. Think of them as your first responder for home comfort. Whether it's a repair, replacement, or regular maintenance, AC Medic is just a call away, ready to get your home back to the perfect temperature fast. Don't wait for the discomfort to set in. Give them a call, 928-848-6224 today. AC Medic Heating and Air, because emergencies aren't always medical. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. We have Caleb Williams and Dan Henry from the band All She Wrote in this morning. Basically a rock band from Prescott, Arizona that brings original music to every performance and has a catalog of material from all eras and genres, including blues, heavy rock, country, and funk. So let's hear what we're going to hear right now. What are you guys going to play for us?
We're going to do a song off our album. It's called Thresher. It's about a piece of farm equipment.
Okay.
But
Awesome.
it's really about when I noticed sort of how the meth problem and the drug problem kind of seeped into the small country towns too.
Okay.
So that's kind of what it's about.
Okay, fantastic. All She Wrote on Leza Live.
Friends got lost too many days. Gravel beating rain down to the spillway. Years got bent and twisted through. A cold metal fence froze into old days. No rain, no love, no drug can make the piercing whistle stop. Oh Lord, this blank tornado train will rip us from the start. This town, it stands as a monument to lovers who got burned down to the bare root. Lives were lost and one alone. The rivers that feed the machines, they keep us praying. They keep us praying. Oh, no rain, no love, no drug can make the piercing whistle stop. Oh Lord, this blank tornado train will rip us from the start. Like the thresher, like the thresher, like the thresher, like the thresher.
Oh, that's fantastic. So that's an original song. You wrote
Yes.
that, Caleb?
Yep.
Yes. Tell me about, where the inspiration comes from when you sit down to write a new song, or do you don't sit down to write a new song, you have the inspiration and then you sit down to...
Yeah, I never really sit down to write anything.
Yeah,
Either I'll just pick up the guitar and be playing around and something great will come out and I'll
Right.
be like, record this right now so I don't forget it.
Yeah.
And it's the same with a line of lyrics.
Yes.
It's usually when I'm falling asleep and I'm like, damn it, get up and write that down. 'cause
Right.
It'll be gone.
It will be gone.
And
Yeah.
Or I'm driving.
Sure.
I got to pull over.
Yeah.
and
So what comes first, the music or the lyrics?
Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either or, huh?
Yeah, and sometimes you mix and match with different ideas from years ago.
Right.
Match it with the riff you just wrote.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
you just got to write it down or record it immediately.
Immediately.
That's my philosophy.
Yeah. Very good advice. What about you, Dan? You writing music as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
And tell me about your inspiration. What usually sets you off?
You know, funny enough, I'm actually a pretty witty person. I always seem to be the guy with the kind of the
The
one-liner.
one-liner.
you
Today is
know?
National One-Liner Day, by the way.
Are you
I'm
serious?
dead serious.
Wow. Wow. I feel like
I didn't mention it
I
earlier.
feel like I should have something like on deck for that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. You
like,
can work on that.
Just queued up. But no, like a lot of the time it'll just be like things that I say in conversation or things that I hear in conversation, you know, kind of socially speaking.
Right.
And, stuff like that. You know, somebody will say something about like the skeletons in their closet, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yeah, man, don't evict them though. You need them for the rent, you know. And then I'm like, oh wow, that's kind of a whole
Right.
cool like concept. So
Sure.
yeah, that's usually where I get it from.
Right. And do you guys ever collaborate together?
Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Awesome. You want to play another song for us?
Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right.
Misspent. This is one off the album as well. It's sort of about in Austin. I was on the online dating sites.
Yeah.
And this is sort of like horror story from one of those.
Okay, good.
Yeah. This woman was so drunk, I took her home. She fell asleep on the way home, and then she didn't remember my name when she was introducing me to her roommate.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, "This is
oh no.
Hi, I'm Caleb. Don't worry. I gotta go."
All right.
Anyway, this is that was how it started, and then I embellished and wrote a whole song about
Awesome.
it.
Let's hear it.
She lived on Harper's Ferry on the south side of town, and reminiscent rages when no one was around. Since he filed the papers, it's Cabernet and pills. He's got his own apartment out in Barton Hills. She's still got her beauty, she's still got her nerve, but it gets lost in the shuffle, buried in the blur. Sedatives and vodka, nodding off in bars. I had to let her sleep it off in the front seat of my car. And I said, oh, get your twisted self together, or you'll be cold. Yeah. Misspent. Well, everybody tells me she's the sweetest thing alive. And when the bar light hits her perfect, their words cannot be lies. Beating off the misery, coiling in her head. Her body is deserving, and her willingness is red. She had something sacred before the rug was pulled from underneath her swiftly. Their statements overruled. I'm hoping for the woman I saw the other day, but I never know just who I'll see. That is just her way. And I said, get your twisted self together, or you'll be cold. Yeah. Misspent. She lived on Harper's Ferry on the south side of town, and reminiscent rages when no one was around. Since he filed the papers, it's Cabernet and pills. He's got his own apartment out in Barton Hills.
Wow. That's all she wrote. right here on Leza Live. More with the band coming up after this quick break. Right now, as we welcome in a new year, there's no better time to focus on what matters most, and that's your health and well-being. At Prescott Women's Clinic, their dedicated team is here to provide exceptional care for every woman, every step of the way. Whether it's a routine checkup, prenatal care, or guidance through life's transitions, Prescott Women's Clinic offers the expertise and compassion you deserve. Start 2025 with confidence and care. Give Prescott Women's Clinic a call today, 928-778-4300, or visit them online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. And we're back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. Private concert with the band All She Wrote from Prescott, Arizona. This morning we have Caleb and Dan in with us. And you said that you haven't played these songs acoustically before, but they're sounding pretty good to me. What about you? What do you think, Matt? Matt's doing a great
I
job.
hope I'm doing a good job. That's all I'm concerned
You're doing
about.
a good job. Sounds good.
That last song, that spoke to my soul because I've been there and done that. Not as bad as that story, but and continue or no.
Yeah.
I'm just sticking with my New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, we're trying to break that New Year's resolution. So tell me, who are your biggest musical influences when starting out or as kids?
Well, as kids, I was like a metal kid.
Yeah.
I liked Metallica.
Yeah.
This is Black Album when they were actually a good band. But
Wow.
I had the And Justice
Shots
for
fired.
All
Shots
songbook,
fired, yeah.
and I had the Ride the Lightning bass tablature book, and I kind of learned from them. And I had an uncle who kind of gave me my first amplifier and guitar, and that's how I started. And then a few years later, I listened to Pink Floyd and Neil Young, and that sort of took it to the next level.
Right. Awesome. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, a lot
Inspirations?
of that 80s rock.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses, and then like the Black Crows really hit
Loved the
me.
Black Crowes.
And that's where I really was like, oh wait, there's this whole other like blues thing that led into like digging back further in the Allman Brothers and that kind of roots blues rock, and it was really what I was into when I was young.
That's awesome. You gonna play us another song?
Yeah, we're gonna do one more. This is off the old All She Wrote album, and I don't know. I think I wrote these lyrics when I was like 17 or 18, and then turned it into a song later. I don't even know what it's about anymore.
Okay, well, we'll just take it as it comes.
coming in on a plane from Texas, through the vast and shady sky, coming in on rickety wheels and foolish wings and foolish pride. Brings with her the darkness and shattered hope, pictures of the mountains back when she could cope. She walks out into the forest with me, nature's sleeping inside us both, us both, us both, us both. Oh, oh. Leaving the Holy Land on a train straight to hell, man nor God can know where I'll dwell. I'll leave you with memories like ashes in the wind. I'll still be here watching over you, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend. Oh, oh. Burning through the desert on a horse made of time. Take a handful of sand and turn it into wine. Reflections in the glass moving slowly through the darkest water of the past. Reflections in the glass are so lonely, some can only say they won't last. Reflections in the glass moving slowly through the darkest water of the past. Reflections in the glass are so lonely, some can only say they won't last, they won't last, they won't last. Keep it going. Burning through the desert on a horse made of time. Take a handful of sand and turn it into wine. Reflections in the glass moving slowly through the darkest water of the past. Reflections in the glass are so lonely, some can only say they won't last. Reflections in the glass are so lonely, some can only say they won't last. Reflections in the glass are so lonely, some can only say they won't last, they won't last, they won't last.
Fantastic. Great song. All right, we're going to take one more break. When we come back, let's tell people where they can hear your music and, again, where they can see you this coming Sunday right here in Prescott, Arizona. More with All She Wrote coming up here on Leza Live. Right now, did you know that an improper bite can cause cracked or damaged teeth over time? At Pro Solutions Dental Group, they specialize in identifying and correcting bite issues to protect your teeth and keep your smile healthy for years to come. With their expert care, you can prevent future damage and enjoy the confidence of a strong, beautiful smile. Don't let bite problems go unnoticed. Learn more about bite correction and prevention solutions at Pro Solutions Dental Group. Their number is 928-776-1208 or visit them online at PrescottDentist.com. And we're back. It's Leza live on the news 103.5 FM KYCA, hanging out with the band All She Wrote. Caleb Williams and Dan Henry in this morning, playing some amazing original music for us. That was such a treat. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
People can catch you guys live this coming Sunday, Lizard's Lounge from 3 to 5 o'clock, all original music, which will be such a treat. And if people want to download some music, you've got 2 albums, right?
2 albums.
Yes.
You can find a lot of our music is, on Spotify and all those places.
Sure.
You can buy a vinyl record from me on our website, allshewroteband.com. Pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay.
And they're on YouTube as well, I think.
Yeah.
Now, so
What are the names of the albums?
the first album is called what is it called? It's called Half Truths and Lullabies.
Oh, I love it.
And the new, most recent album is just self-titled. It's just All She Wrote.
Fantastic. Very good. Well, I wish you guys both the best of luck. Dan, you're going to stay in touch. Caleb, you too. I mean,
I will.
let us know what's going on in your life. You're very talented, and we'd like to keep in touch with you.
For sure. I'll be coming through every once in a while.
Yes. When you do, let us know so I can let everybody know where to catch you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Jamming together.
Yep.
Yeah,
There will
absolutely.
be jamming.
Fantastic. All right, you guys, show up at Lizard Lounge, show some support, and wish the guys farewell on their next big endeavors.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
welcome.
Lisa.
You're so welcome. I want to let you guys know that the number 1 ranked Prescott boys basketball team is in Cottonwood tonight to face Mingus. You can hear the entire game on our sports station, the team 1450 AM KNOT, starting at 7 p.m. John Rust and Kelly Cordis will be calling the game. Don't miss it. Any parting thoughts there, Maddie?
Just don't miss Sunday. Are you going to go on Sunday?
On Sunday? I would love to. My birthday's on Saturday. So, might
See,
be a
now-
fun way to celebrate.
Yeah, you'll
We'll just
definitely
let
have to
the
get
whole
up.
weekend. We'll just celebrate the whole weekend.
Is there any other way to celebrate
No,
a birthday?
There is no other way. Tomorrow, join us. We've got Elena Sandwick and Glenn Holloway from the Luxury Prescott Real Estate Group with Realty One Group Mountain Desert. And Kelly Tolbert will be in with her midweek weekend preview. Thanks for listening.